What's my favorite WWE pay-per-views? How sweet of you to ask. Thank you. There's a lot of people on YouTube right now doing top 10s, and I love a great list, but I don't really want to spoil the stew with another top 10. Therefore, I'm going to do my top 5 WWF/WWE pay-per-views. Anyways, let's start up the list with my number 5 pick. One of the classics of the golden age of silver age of wrestling in the late 80s, 90s, whatever. WrestleMania 6. That's a Coliseum home video, bitch. WrestleMania 6 has about 165 matches on it. None of which are title matches. Just kidding. There's about 13 or 14 matches on this show, I think, in all seriousness. But the main event is where it's at. Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior. Anyways, classic. Best main event of WrestleMania ever. Hands down. Can't beat it. Can't ever beat it. Deal with it. But the rest of the show's pretty cool. Jake the Snake Roberts versus Ted DiBiase. I mean, come on. You got the Demolition taking on Andre the Giant Haku for the tag belts. That's a pretty solid match. Andre doesn't get to do a whole lot. And the first ever mixed tag team match in WWF history is Dusty Rhodes and Sapphire. Ooh, sweet Sapphire takes on the Macho King. Oh, yeah. And Sensational Queen Sherry. Great match. Overall, classic from my childhood. In all seriousness, if I had to pick one pay-per-view or one match in particular, Hogan and Warrior, to watch for the rest of my life, it would be that. Up next is a pay-per-view from 2005, a Raw branded pay-per-view, Vengeance 2005. It's a short pay-per-view, only 6 matches on here, but they definitely went quality over quantity. You get 2 title matches, the WWE Championship, John Cena versus Christian and Chris Jericho, and the main event's a Hell in a Cell for the world title as Batista takes on his former teacher, Triple H. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Is that a song? I don't know. It should be. It really should be. But excellent pay-per-view. They're in Vegas, and it's always happening in Vegas, right? What stays in Vegas happens in Vegas. Just stays in Vegas. Stays in Vegas. Well, this didn't stay in Vegas because I didn't buy it in Vegas. I bought it in Michigan, so. Woo! Great show. Watch it. Go on the network watch my rest of my video, then go on the network and then watch the pay-per-view that I'm telling you to watch. Don't get stuck watching WCW 2000 pay-per-views, okay? You don't need to see Scott Steiner injure a bunch of people, okay? Just watch what I'm telling you to watch. That's why I'm here. Next, classic Attitude Era. Month before Attitude Era. WrestleMania 14. Oh yeah, baby. Steve Austin versus Shawn Michaels. Stone Cold versus DX. Does it get more epic? Next year it'll probably get a little bit more epic. But this year, this was the pinnacle of WrestleMania at this time for me. I was thirsting for every single match on this card. Dumpster match for the Tag Team Championship. Kane fighting Undertaker for the first time ever. Sable and Mark Merrill versus Goldust and Luna. Say what you want, but that match is kick-ass. And the IC titles, The Rock versus Ken Shamrock. Rock and Shamrock. Shamrock Rock. Shamrock Rock. Anyways, great show. I'm sure everyone's seen it, but if you haven't, you're a fool. Go watch it right now. Number 2, SmackDown only pay-per-view. Oh yeah, I bled the blue in 2003. I bled the blue. Vengeance 2003. Denver, Colorado. Everyone's breathing hard, but they brought their A game. It made it better. You got a tag team title match, which is one of the most underrated tag team title matches in history, as Kidman and Rey Mysterio vie for the belts, taking on the champions, World's Greatest Tag Team, Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas. Excellent, excellent match. Can't say enough good things about it. APA Invitational, Indecent Proposal match, which is Jamie Noble versus Billy Gunn. Whoever wins gets Torrie Wilson for a night, I believe was the stipulation. Zach Gowen versus Mr. McMahon, which, I mean, that's just... Vince McMahon's fighting a guy with one leg. What's not to like about that? Undertaker versus John Cena, Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero for the U.S. Championship Finals, and triple threat match for the WWE Championship. Brock Lesnar defended against a returning Kurt Angle and The Big Show. The reason I like that pay-per-view so much is the fact that every match is completely different. It's awesome. I think you even get Stephanie and Sable in there at one point too, which is whatever, Divas match. Well, a Diva and a Stephanie McMahon. But overall, I love that pay-per-view. It's just a unique, one-time only kind of feel to it, and every match feels different. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Go SmackDown. Number 1, best pay-per-view of all time in WWE history. WrestleMania 19. How could it not be? Yes, I know everyone out there loves WrestleMania 17, but you're wrong. And it's okay to be wrong, because most people on the internet are. But I'm here to save you. WrestleMania 19 is better for a couple of reasons. First off, Rock versus Austin, last time ever, far superior match to the match they have at WrestleMania 17. The reason why is because the WrestleMania 17 ending is the worst thing ever. But also you get Hogan and Vince, which is something that everyone wanted to see. Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. I mean, come on. Two of the most legit dudes on the planet fighting, okay? And World Heavyweight titles, Triple H and Booker T. Not a huge fan of either of their work, but overall, they have a great world title match. And then the undercard is excellent. I mean, the women's match is arguably the best women's match that's ever taken place at WrestleMania. Victoria versus Trish versus Jazz in a 3-way. And then Stevie Richards, there too. And by the way, if you watch WrestleMania 19, make sure you look out for Stevie Richards coming down to the ring. Look at his face when he comes down. Undertaker takes on Big Show and A-Train in a handicap match, which, I mean, whatever. I mean, that's what it is, but it's a decent match. And the Cruiserweight title, which is the opener to the show, is Matt Hardy versus Rey Mysterio. V1. That when Matt Hardy actually meant something. So, those are my picks. Top 5. Excellent pay-per-views. Watch them. If you don't, I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm done with you. I'm just kidding. I'll always have you. A little place for you in my heart. I love you guys. Check it out. See you later.